So, what's up guys? A video I haven't made yet, but I wanted to make for quite a while. This is the special league of 2 weeks ago, currently. If you're watching it in the future, further than 2 weeks ago. It was between Season 8 and Season 9, so we had the 20-star RTA. I finished rank 22, as you can see in this picture, and, well, went pretty well. We had the issue at some point at the 1900 mark that you only get 4 points for winning and minus like 12 for losing. So I just was a little bit above the 1900 mark. And I just wanted to showcase some of my matches of how I played it. I didn't really want to showcase it during the season, pretty much simply because it kind of gave away how I was playing. I was playing in a really cheeky, similar style way all the time. So, ooh, that went kind of fast. I'm just watching replays right now, so I'm just talking through a replay. But most of the time, I go for Sierra Gianna plus a Verde heal, and then some kind of like either a Fae or something like that. That was mostly my deal. So in this case, I could stun quite some easily, quite GG. But that's the thing that was quite nice about the Special League. All of these matches were so fast. I was able to do like 30 matches within just like a few, I think like an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or something. So, whereas I take about 3 hours if I want to do like properly normal RTA matches. So my pick strategy was mostly Verdeal into Konamiya, which is 6. Then you have the options for 2 net 5s and 2 net 4s. The moment that doesn't really work, I pretty much end up with doing weird shit. As you can see here, there's no way I'm getting through anything that's... The bomb also misses, but he has an immunity. This is like... I also just quit. I wanted to skip this video, but I actually skipped it when I was playing. It's like, yeah, I'm nowhere near gonna kill anything with that. So, yeah, of course I lost my match. But the drafting was quite interesting, pretty much. So, yeah, there's like... Starting Kona is better, then they can steal the Verde heal. It's not too bad, because Kona is difficult to replace, because there's no 2-star unit that does the same as Kona. Whereas Verde heal is replaceable by quite a lot of things. And since this guy had quite some wind shit, it was interesting to go for other units than normal Lucian. I actually Lucianed quite a lot in this season. But so far you haven't seen any Lucian game yet. But that's the thing, like people ask me, it's like, okay, what are you using? I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like spamming the same team unless other stuff is required. And I think that's also like quite applying to normal RTA. Just play your most familiar units that you know that are good runed, that are like speed tuned to each other and stuff like that, until you get to the point you have to counter pick stuff. So now I'm playing the same guy again. I think I had a Lucian in here. It's quite a while back actually for some of these matches. I'm probably not gonna Lucian that. Oh, I actually did Lucian that. Question is, did I Lucian? I had a Will Lucian and I had a non-Will Lucian. So I probably picked a non-Will Lucian, yeah. So that's the thing, look at this, it's super funny. My Lucian is insanely slow, like really insanely slow. But simply due to the fact of Verde heal, you get so much more attack bar that I interrupted Triana. This is a plus 22 speed Lucian. It's super slow, but speed lead plus Verde heal already gives him the turn above this Triana on a 24% speed lead as well. So whether how slow his Triana is, I don't know, because the other units did outspeed. But Verde heal is strong, man. 40% attack bar is so much. Yeah, sometimes it happens that they go for like a faster outspeed than mine. And then I kind of like, this is pretty much like a hard counter on me. This is pretty much just hoping stuff doesn't do enough damage, but or isn't speed tuned, because speed tuning stuff on a Kabila is sometimes more difficult. But in this case, nothing cuts, I just die. So simple as that. I'm not showcasing every match because some of these matches are pretty much like same. Yeah, this was what I was mostly looking for. People that just pick like Fran Triana or Fran Ager. That was like my most consistent picks to play against. I really didn't care about any of those because I knew they would die to Illusion. Like simple as this. Sure, can blow it up, doesn't do much. Lucian. Gonna pause, see if I can show how much damage it does. I see 12. I see 13.3k on just an attack lead, or 13.7 even. So that Lucian is like a lot of damage. Like pretty much every that's like 40k AOE, like 41, 42k AOE. Man, shit's gonna die. Even like Trianas and shit. It even happened to me quite often that if I lowered the HP a little bit with the Vertiheal, I could one-shot friends through the Triana passive, because Fran HP is probably like 28, 29k. Lower that a little bit, make it like 25k HP left. Lucian on top of that, it's dead, because the third hit or the second hit is killing already. Third hit is perma killing it. And then Triana just gets a turn and everything is already dead, including herself most of the time. Yeah, that's the thing, like you also know, if people go for like Megans, most likely they end up with the Lucian. Just steal that Lucian. Just don't care, just steal the Lucian. And this is actually a will Lucian, so I knew this Lucian is gonna get CC. This Lucian is a lot weaker, like really a lot weaker. But okay, he gets the double proc, but otherwise you could have actually killed that Lucian there. But that's the thing, having a Will Lucian setup like this, I mainly use that against Antaresses and, well, setups like this pretty much. And even this Lucian, still around 7Ks without attack buff or attack lead, whereas the other one would probably do 8.5 to 9Ks, I guess. Especially League was fun. But I'm liking the current like normal league as well, because I play a lot around like Hathor and stuff like that. If you follow my channel for a while, I don't post that much RTA stuff, but if you kind of know my gameplay, it's mostly around still Shiarajan and Hathor. But yeah, this also made me sure like there's other ways to have fun pretty much. Yeah, this is pretty much my will Lucian because I know I'm the one's gonna cut it, but still a boosted weaker Lucian, as you can see here, is gonna kill that shit. That shit ain't gonna survive. Only issue is if Konamiya's getting reset here, which happened, then a stun would happen. That would be a big issue, but nope, didn't happen. Pretty much everything did. And then you can continue to play, but that's... At this point I'm just like, you lost, just get out. I actually went up and around 1900 for quite a while, but as you can see, like the moment you win in a 1900, you get so less plus. So it's actually best to start at like 1898 and then just boost yourself over it. Lucian! It's actually funny to Lucian in RTA. I've actually been thinking like all of these ragdoll Artemil uses. If you'd actually get like a Lucian through like this, man, 13.4Ks. There's no Artemils, no ragdolls that gonna like survive that shit, right? So I've actually been thinking like lately, it's like maybe I should put this in like normal RTA as well. Or not. I actually did it in one tournament once in Europe when we played like ESL. I think in the first round I lost against Sheen, which was a ragdoll Artemil user. Then in the second round I Lucianed him. Then in the third round I had him that much checkmate to Lucian him pretty much that he picked Lucian, and then it was a complete garbage pick for him, so he couldn't do anything. It's like, oh man, all of these matches are so fast. And then I finished my match with playing against one of the highest players that moment. Probably like top 20 or something. And this was my last match of the season. And this guy, he knows me. I mainly play Shiara, Gianna, and what he tends to do is pick Tetra and then ban the Ciara. But currently he had so much threat from the others that he just had to ban Lucian, because Lucian would insta-kill his whole team. Oh yeah, and this Entrance, it's so much like, it's 25k HP, 26, 27k HP Entrance, that's a lot. But still, like from the elements, I have a way better chance of winning, I think. But this is still an interesting fight. Missed the second bomb on Gianna, man. And that's the thing with Entresses, man. How to counter Entresses, you know it's gonna take turns. And stuff that's gonna take turns, what do you do against it? You bomb it. You just simply bomb it. It's actually not too much damage on his Entress. That's why it's able to be that tanky. That proc was quite key, but I also missed quite some stuff already, so. And then it's just bombs and it's gone. So yeah, that's my last match. And as you can see, I ended with 1915, rank 22, which was quite nice. It was actually my highest rank. Before that it was rank 29, and was like, I'm not gonna beat that, so I'm just gonna continue to play. And then at some point I was like, shit, I can actually beat that. So, and since I kind of anticipated questions about the Lucian, this is my Lucian, and I had a small clip recorded just showing the Lucian. So this is my slot 1, which is pretty much the near perfect rune for slot 1. It's pretty much like the most insane rune. Like, let's go back to it. So it's plus 13. It has a plus 9. I'm not gonna go for the plus 10 because it's a 1 out of 5 that it actually hits. In my opinion, legendary should be 7 to 10. It should be at least the low, or like the highest stat of the previous quality level, but that's my opinion. Speed could be 1 higher, and there could be a prefix, a substat in that. But near perfect runes, especially on rage. And then yeah, for the other runes, like the slot 2 and the slot 6 are quite increasable. I could actually add a blade set, but as you could see here, this rune is pretty much 2 crit damage off the max stats for a slot 3 for just pure damage, because it could roll 18 and 21, as did my slot 1. So all good runes. This one is also really difficult to change, because of course the crit damage could be higher, the crit rate could be higher. It could be like a 12 amongst a 28. So I miss 6 and 2, so I miss 8. But then again, it's a 13 roll plus 7, so it could be another 3 on top of that. And then there's also flat attack, so you have like exactly everything you need in a slot 5. So this is quite difficult to replace as well, even though you get like 12 crit rate from a blade rune. So yeah, that's my Lucian. And do I also show? Yeah, this is the other Lucian. The Will Lucian is pretty much like, compared to the other one in stats, this one is pretty shit. So this is my good Lucian in stats. Yeah, and this is my weaker Lucian. So you can see the difference. Difference is quite big. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It came like super late. I wanted to do this way earlier, but I've been like busy on like other stuff. I'm kind of lazy and stuff mixing up and stuff. You know how it works. So thanks for watching it. If you want to see like more RTA stuff or like RTA picks and bans and how I think about that, or like current meta stuff like that, let me know in the comments. Because like you guys are also my motivation to make more videos. So if you guys say like, hey, I want to see more this and that, and like some other people replies like, yeah, I want to see that as well, then I'm more likely to make videos into that kind of stuff rather than just me doing some random stuff like the RTA playing tips. They're not viewed that much. I think like people are not that interested in them, and the rush videos are like the arena rush videos. A lot of people watch them, so that's why I kind of continue doing those mostly. So yeah, let me know what you guys like. So Seiishizo here. Peace out.